Hello everyone, it's Shelley here at Arts Nursery in Surrey, BC, and this week we're talking about fall planters. We've actually selected 3 favorite fall plants that we're going to discuss today, including cabbages and kales, violas and pansies, and these wonderful new painted grasses. A great ornamental fall vegetable is the cabbages and the kales. Now these come in all sorts of different shapes, and you can get them in the rosettes, or you can get them as the tall leafier varieties. And they come in purples, pinks, blues, and whites, which is perfect for a cool colored themed planter. Another fall favorite, of course, is the violas and the pansies. Now this cool weather loving crop comes in a variety of different colors, all the way from fiery oranges and yellows to pinks and purples. Now the difference between violas and pansies is that violas are a much smaller flower, also known as giant jump-ups, and are considered a perennial, where pansies are much bigger with big cheery faces and full of color. The last thing we're going to talk about today is painted grasses. Now this is a vegetable-based dye used to create these outrageous colors, and they're super fun for adding a huge pop of color to fall planters. Now this dye doesn't stick around. By the time these plants come back and they're considered perennial, next year these dyes will be gone. But for a temporary fix and something that's super fun to play with, try one of these painted grasses in your fall planter. All planters, whether they're in spring, summer, or fall, follow the same formula. You need your thriller, your filler, and your spiller. In this case, we're using this grass as your thriller, as a high upright splashy element. Your filler is going to be your ornamental cabbages and mums. And finally, your pansies will act as your spiller. When you finish doing your planter, add a few little gourds for an extra pop and to make it really festive for the fall season. A common question we get here at the nursery is, how do you keep those cabbages and kales looking good all winter long? Well, the key here is about removing all those spent leaves as the plant grows. Taking those off the stem, and the flower will continue to grow and actually form a beautiful rosette. The biggest key here though is drainage. Here in Vancouver we get a lot of rain, so you've got to make sure that those planters are draining well and not getting too boggy. So that about wraps up our tips for this week on how to do fall planters. Now be sure to check our website. We've got all sorts of fun classes and events coming up, and while you're at it, why don't you come on down and get some of these beautiful kales and cabbages and spruce up your fall planters. See you soon.